Ooh, 2025 is already kicking off with a bang as we got a massive mic drop yesterday from Sony's CES press conference as they revealed, of all things, we are getting a Helldivers movie. That's right, a movie. And already the community has taken this concept and just run wild with it. In fact, the Helldivers Reddit is on overload right now with all sorts of insane posts. We've also got the topic of faction-specific capes being tossed around, with now the devs getting involved. And the icing on the cake for today, we've even got a wild PC mod and more leaks. But first, a word from today's video sponsor, me. Seriously though, the zero-cost way to support this channel is to hit subscribe, because when you do, that sends a positive signal to YouTube, who in turn then promotes the channel and this video to even more viewers, and it just builds from there. Likes, comments, shares do much the same, and don't forget to ring the notifications bell and set to receive all, so you never miss one of my future Helldivers uploads. And since you all seemed to like the old intro yesterday, it's back for another appearance as we dive into all the latest from Helldivers. Okay, to start off with today, how would you like to see this when you log on and boot up the game? I know, right? That's an actual thing. That's right, it's a mod for PC only found over on Nexus Mods, and I'm torn if I want to download this thing and install it into my game. Now, I've gone crazy with mods in the past, including both Starfield and right now with another playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077, but for Helldivers, I honestly don't know. Let me know down in the comment section if this is something you would do if given the chance. Quickly over to the major order, and you divers are out there slaying it, as Helldivers is at the time of this recording now just over 76% liberated, and with around 22 hours left overall in the MO, we've got Mastia and Tarsh, with only the full liberation of Helldivers standing between us and success. Now over in bug territory, there's a medium level defense campaign currently on Akamar 4 that's being fed from Gacrux. So again, if we could shift to liberating that planet, it would stop the defense on Akamar 4 and earn us Gacrux, pulling off the gambit. And if you are strictly a squid diver, Brotane is the current target for the Illuminate, with a little over 10 hours left for you to get down there and do some damage. The Helldivers Companion app shows us that poor old Martal is still sitting out there at 61% liberated and has a 0 decay rate, while Garharan is only at 0.5%, meaning if we could get any sort of diver forces on either of these two planets, they would fall to us quickly. And if you want an easy 15 medals, today's daily order is to drop 100 enemy targets using the Eagle Strafing Run, which should give you no issues at all, just as long as you remember that this Eagle strafes in the exact direction as you're currently pointing and not perpendicular to your position. And finally, the Superstore has reset, and for the next 2 days, you've got the medium Juggernaut armor with engineering kit and the medium Exterminator armor with fortified, and I can't believe there's still armor in the game that I don't own, so I'm going to put that on the to-do list for once this video posts.
On developing a film adaptation of our amazingly popular PlayStation game, Helldivers 2.
And with that simple announcement, shockwaves have hit the Helldivers community. Announced yesterday at Sony's CES 2025 press conference, and so far, that's all we know. No team, no director announced, not even a release date, just that it's coming sometime in the future. Also, on a side note, Sony announced an upcoming Ghost of Tsushima anime and a movie adaptation of Horizon Zero Dawn, which, by the way, is something you need to get used to seeing. Lots and lots of Horizon media, considering who was at Guerrilla when it was made and is now a high-level suit on Sony's team. Now, where this gets good is how the community has taken this movie concept and just run wild with it over on the Reddit. You've got this post calling out the Helldivers limited airtime on secret level. I agree. Another asking for it to be called Helldivers 2. Bit of a play on words there. Chris Pratt being cast as the Bile Titan. And how about Jack Black as the Factory Strider? Yeah, it's crazy to see the things the community comes up with, and that's an interesting one for chat as well. What are you expecting from this Helldivers movie? Cartoon, anime, CGI, Starship Troopers Part 4? I don't know, man. Let me know by dropping me a comment. The Arrowhead Comms Dev team is back with another survey, and I'll include a link to this one down in the video description, but to be honest with you, these surveys always fill up so damn fast that it might be closed by the time I post this video, but I managed to hop into this one before it did close for a little peek behind the curtain, and there was a poll about how satisfied you are with Helldivers 2 over the past week. There's another question response area about what you are and are not enjoying about the game, and another one asking for one improvement that can be made to the game to make your experience better. And I like how they use bold for one improvement, or else they would get an avalanche of answers. One item that ties into this poll is something the community has been asking for as long as I can remember: progression. You know, give us something to work for, to spend our resources on, even more achievements to attempt. Those basic things a live service game would have. And this discussion on the official Discord earned a response from the dev team, and here's how it went down. The post says, bot, bug, and Illuminate themed capes rewarded to Helldivers that complete a certain number of missions on each front. Could even be 2 or 3 capes each with progressively more exotic designs for 100, 500, and 1,000 completions, to which community manager Mitchimus replied, I think it would be cool to see the return of faction-specific capes similar to HD1. I can add it to my report. So there we get confirmation again that cosmetics and progression are on the dev team's radar, and I love the idea of having unlockable cosmetics to show you've done some serious helldiving or, you know, completed a wild task to earn them. Here's some alternate cape designs from the community, including a side cape and even a scarf design. Pretty sick looking. We, of course, all want to see Arrowhead release the Review Bomb cape because that's long overdue. The Malevolon cape is still one that I almost never run without. And here's where we start to venture into some wild possibilities. How about the Chaos Bringer cape, where it says, your eyes have been opened and you will regret nothing. There's also this Crimson Templars cape, the Tyrant Hunter cape, or turning back to the mods, there's even a bunch of Star Wars overhauls so you can show off your SW drip. Now, personally, I want a strong offering of all of this. More levels to rank up, more achievements to chase, more cosmetics that are tied to certain milestones, even weapon customization that's tied to milestones. And I know a lot of you are also wanting armor customization, and a clan and or faction system would be sick as well. I mean, if they can figure out all of this and how to install it into the game, I mean, wow, we are talking an awesome 2025. And finally, we're about to venture into Helldivers leak land. So if you want to bounce out now, here's your opportunity. 3, 2, 1. All right, if you're staying, here we go. Noted Helldivers leaker and data miner Iron Sights is back with some more eye candy for us, as buried in the game files is a Diligence with light armor pen and a drum magazine, and no, your eyes do not deceive you, that says 60 rounds. Now, what Iron Sights did say is that this shows the devs are working on weapon customization. It's still buggy, it's not ready for human consumption, but with how so many of you are really wanting this added into the game, it's always nice to see it pop up again in the game files, albeit just not something we can actually use just yet. How about that for a roundup today, right? A Helldivers movie, we talked about mods, capes, weapon customization, and even progression. I can't wait to hop into my Discord and chat through it all with the crew. Remember to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. Links to everything, including my sources and socials, can be found down in the video description. We are well on our way to 253,000 channel subscribers, and if you really want to help support the channel, you know what to do. It's 2025, so take that free plunge, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.